10,
Okay.
and we may have more that'll come in after.
Wonderful.
So we are started. We've got Greg from Promoful, our brand new MVP, formerly known as PM Goa. Let me share my screen real quick with your presentation.
Thank you. And I will figure that out one day why it didn't work. Standing in for Vanna will be Melissa, or Melissa's Vanna, whichever way you want me. So
That's not fair. Vanna's got way cooler outfits and an Under Armour hoodie.
you are in the apparel industry. You can upgrade, no problem.
I know
although,
enough people.
although I'm sure she would prefer a hoodie and sneakers than her heels and
Probably.
whatever.
Probably. All
Yeah.
right. Can everybody see it? Can you
Yes.
see the presentation? Okay, good.
Awesome. Well, first off, thank you very much for having me today. It's a very exciting time. A lot of cool things going on here, and we're really honored to be part of the MVP program. And I guess today, what my goal is, obviously, talk a little bit about the rebrand, talk a lot about what's going on that's new, but to also give you guys a lot of insight on what is going on here. When I met with Matt and Melissa in Vegas to go over some stuff, they were like, "Oh my God, we had no idea you can do this." And that's always a great response, but we also want to be now part of that, helping you guys with your clients, challenges. Say, oh, I know exactly who I'm going to go to for this, and I'm going to go exactly who I know to go for this. And that's my goal today, is to share enough of it, an insight, say you guys, that we can fill in the gaps for you. So let's just give you that 100-foot view. And then, by the way, I'm here for you guys. So if there are things that you have questions on, feel free to ask. If there's stuff that's not in your wheelhouse, just say this is not for us. But I think for the most part, you'll be happy. All right. So I'm going to give it a whirl. You ready, Vanna?
Ready.
All right, here we go. So yes, PM Goa has rebranded itself as Promoful, and there's the reason why is, one, the name is pretty cool. I like it. It's very trendy, but one of the things we are is we're a very tech savvy company. We're, it's owned by young ownership. And the company did a big reinvestment last year. They expanded our facility out in Houston. So we're actually about a little over 100,000 square feet, and I'll tell you why. But we're also building out another almost 200,000 square foot facility right next door. So you guys say, well, what are you guys doing down there in Houston? So believe it or not, we have probably one of the largest direct-to-garment printing facilities in the country, probably in the top 5, I would say. And we do a lot of contract decorating. In fact, if you guys are familiar with the website Zazzle, anybody know the website Zazzle?
Mm-hmm.
So we happen to be Zazzle's one of their top #1 DTG print-on-demand vendors. We're probably about printing 70% of their apparel for their orders. So if you're familiar with them, you can upload a design and it's that one-off experience. So we're kind of geared towards that whole print-on-demand stuff, and I'll get to that towards the end of this presentation. So again, a lot of expansion happening there with DTG, also embroidery for contract decoration. Our cut and sew division has really expanded. I'm actually going to dive a lot into that category because it's very, very exciting. And another category I'm going to talk about is our import. We do a tremendous amount of import, and that's something that I think you guys definitely want to hear about and be very familiar with. So, that's another one. And then I'm going to kind of curtail it with some things that are coming down the road, especially with our fulfillment and kits that are coming towards the end of May. So again, this is a little bit of what's happening now in Houston. And let's just get ready. You know what? Let's just flip the page. I'm just going to jump right into it. Vanna.
Got it.
Thank you. So first off, before I even begin into that, the new website, promoful.com, is live. So if you even went to PM Goa, it would send you guys right to Promoful. But it have a lot of great categories there. They're still in the process of uploading a lot of new products. We really wanted to rush as best we can just to get the site up and running. And it was very important. We're going to be adding a lot more products in different categories. But one feature I do want to point out for you is that on the very bottom of that screen right there, you see live chat. Our website, there is a live chat button on any page that if you guys are just looking at a particular product or have a question about something, rather than wait for an email thread chain to start for questions, someone in my inside team is constantly monitoring that. Okay. Even if one of you guys right now want to just go on that website and type, go on live chat to say hi and follow through, I'm sure you'll get a response pretty quick. Okay, it's been tested on these webinars before, and I have one. So just saying, it's a great feature to have. We have a lot in store that's coming onto the new website with the print on demand, with kits, and more very e-commerce friendly stuff. So we're very excited for the new website. So definitely go check it out. All right, let me jump right into DTG. So 3 ways that now, by the way, is the website open? Yes, the website is open. It's live, rock and roll. So if anybody here has had any experience with direct to garment in a local printer, or even working with some more national levels, we happen to have a very unique way of doing DTG, and we have a super success with it, because DTG is basically what is best for cotton t-shirts, cotton material, as you would like sublimation to like polyester. So a lot of times people say, well, can you do DTG on a tri-blend? And I always say, look, the best results will be on 100% cotton. If you go below 60, 70% cotton, you're going to lose that vibrancy. You're going to lose, unless they're looking for a more distressed retro look, I suggest always going with a high, ring spun cotton shirt, like a Bella Canvas, a Gildan, or a Next Level. Now, though that's being said, one of the things that we do really different than any other DTG printer is what's called pre-treat. So when you print on color, okay, you have to put a certain amount of pre-treat, almost like flash, like you do in screen printing, before you actually print the whites and then go into the color printing for direct to garment. The average of what DTG printers usually do, the average amount of pre-treat grams is between 18 to 20 grams. What we do on an average, no less, is 40 grams. So we do more than double the amount of pre-treat to get those results to be vibrant and crisp and last a lot longer. The reason why is we actually were producing our own pre-treat and our own inks to keep the cost down. But then because we keep the cost down, we actually doubled it to make sure that the results are perfect. Because when we work with websites like Zazzle, Fanatics, and those that have licenses for like Disney and they get audited, we want to make sure that the quality is perfect for those type of brands. And that's at the level of DTG for us. So I just want to kind of mention that. All right, so a few ways to order DTG is, one, we have them up on the site with stock, just like a regular SKU, whether it's like a drinkware or a bag or anything, the same way. Our DTG products that we keep in stock are Bella Canvas, all different sizes and the most popular colors. Same with Gildans, Next Levels, and American Apparels. We're actually adding Threadfast. That's coming up soon. It's going to be live on the site as well, and a few other brands. When it's out, when you're ordering with a purchase order from our DTG SKU, you can have a minimum of 10 pieces, and the average production time is 5 days after order approval. So it's pretty quick. We'll always have the stock because we're literally a 1-day ship from Alpha's Dallas, DC, and I believe a 1-day ship as well from an SNS DC as well down in Texas. Okay, so that's one way. The second way of doing it is if you want to send us blanks, you can. We can do a whole DTG contract decorating for you, no problems. But production time will go from 5 to 10 days. Minimum will probably be around 20 pieces for the blank for a contract. So just want to mention that. The third way is called integrated for those one-offs, and that I'll get into a little bit later with print on demand. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on DTG? I'm pretty thorough on that. No.
Did you say something about shipping out of DC? Did I miss something?
No. We actually are a 1-day ship from Alpha's and SNS's DC, their distribution center.
Oh,
so,
got it. Thank
so
you.
if we ever are low on stock of a G200 or Bella Canvas, most of the time we get it within a day. So that's what I meant. Sorry, that's my New York accent. You gotta be careful there. All right, hold on. Let me do another espresso shot. All right, thank you, Vanna, for flipping. Okay, moving right along. So this is a cut and sew is a very awesome category for us. Now I'm going to talk to you guys about our domestic cut and sew that is out in Houston. Hold on.
Hang on. Sorry.
Flip back. Don't get trigger happy.
Got excited.
Okay, don't get excited.
Sorry.
So cut and sew for us. If you guys in 2020 were ordering fabric masks, I guarantee you got fabric masks from our facility. We were actually making these not only for distributors, but suppliers were buying from us because we were printing, cutting, and sewing these to order every single day out of Houston, Texas. Now that we don't have to make as much fabric masks anymore, we've redirected this division to go more in the bestseller commodity items in our promo world. Now I'm going to talk to you about, as you can see on the screen, we're talking about full color polyester and canvas tote bags, drawstring backpacks, pouches, wine totes, anything that we can sublimate from felt, canvas 600D, or polyester we can make. And I'm very excited about, because now I used to go overseas for anything from a sunglass pouch of all different sizes for full color to canvas, to tote bags. I mean, look at this. It's very nice. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. We like it. Very nice. But here's the thing. I'm sorry, I'm having a little fun. Well, if you can't have fun with your job, what are you doing in the job? I got to tell you, I used to work at Prime and Alfred Broder, and one of our biggest sellers was the BG 100, always selling, drawstring backpacks. Sorry, let me go on this side. Now, for a little bit more of a premium price, so whether it's polyester, which is around a $5 range, because you guys get EQP with this, or more of a canvas, which is like a $9 on an R range. Okay, a distributor's job is to help brands tell their story. So rather than now just slapping a one-color logo on a canvas tote or a non-woven tote, now you can tell them, let's tell the story on a full canvas picture here at catalog quantities. I mean, I'm talking anywhere from 50 to 100 piece minimum on these. And not only are we doing them with this size, we're doing in multiple different sizes for our canvas totes. We can do them in wine tote size or all different type of smaller tote bags. I'm expecting this category to explode with us. The average production time is 7 to 9 days. Between you and me, we can actually do it faster. But we wanted to kind of, pad that a little bit, because we're expecting a big push to come into the marketplace, because already at 7 to 9 days, we are half the production time for some of the only other domestic cut and sew companies in the industry, and we're doing it at a better price. So we are prepared for battle on this particular category. So super, super excited. So definitely get yourself a couple of samples. Samples are free. Okay, all we ask you to do is just send your shipper number, and we'll send you out a sample. What I'll do is I'll send Melissa a link with an email with a few links of some of the items that are live. We're adding more. Actually, zipper pouches are going to be coming up next. Okay, and also insulated zipper pouches that are sublimated. So again, we're just taking a great commodity bestseller in the industry and giving you guys full color capabilities where you don't have to go overseas. All right. Other categories as well coming in our pillows. We actually do pillowcases right now. We're waiting on the pillow stuffer, the actual machine that will stuff it with all the different filler for pillowcases. So pillows is big, as well as, I forgot to mention these, and I promised Louis, my production guy, would talk about it. Pennants, we can do these in all different sizes for sports teams or any company that's looking for full color pennants. We do it with felt. And also for all the pet lovers out there, full color bandanas, pet bandanas, people bandanas. Right now, this is the polyester one, but we're also doing DTG on cotton ones. A lot. There's 1,000 new items coming from Cut and Sew. Melissa, if you wouldn't mind flipping again for me. Okay. Just to also mention, that's printed and going on in Houston, we have large format sublimated printers. Okay. So if anybody here has ordered a blanket from us, we actually did for the distributor that did the Rolling Stones merchandise tour, Rolling Stones tour last year for their pop-up merchandise. We did 20,000 Rolling Stones blankets. Okay. We helped out, and that was printed in Houston. Anybody like Mick Jagger? Woo, I can move it like Jagger. No? Okay. We also do sublimated mugs. That's right. Full color sublimated black mug. Okay. So mugs, we did their buttons, we did their gaiters, we did their bandanas. So all that stuff was printed right in Houston, Texas. You can see here that we also added baby blankets. We worked a lot with two distributors that had a huge hospital chain. They were constantly ordering these. So now we added that as a permanent SKU. All right. And also beach towels. Next page, please. Melissa, you're good at this. I'm going to have you on my next one. Okay. Another great category for us, and I see things on, Facebook pages that people are having still difficult time finding can coolers and, koozies. We are printing and making these, cutting and sewing these to order right in Houston, all different type of insulators. Okay. So we do all different Bud can to your White Claw can, custom. I mean, this one here, this is a basketball jersey. We have the ones that are for just the bottle shapes. Can coolers are a big part of our offerings in full color. So if you're running into any of those opportunities, we're producing them within 3 to 5 days, right in Texas, cut and sew, right to order. So we're never really running out of inventory because we're keeping stock of raw material, and we're just printing, cutting, and sewing there. Another huge category that not many people knew about, and Melissa can give you a little quick case study on this, are our stickers, labels, and now magnets that we produce in-house. Now in 2021, we're doing a ton of kits, a ton of fulfillment. And people just were either buying with a white tuck box and you just wanted to put a full color sticker on the top or throw a business label inside. We were doing a lot of these. And now with the new expansion, this just category has blown up. Melissa, do you kind of want to throw out there what you experienced with us?
You guys did a fantastic job on what we needed. And I think it was actually Mindy Moss that had an order that you saved her butt on getting some stickers for some kits that they were putting together.
There you go.
Those were last minute. I know Mindy just joined us.
Yep.
They turned out beautiful.
Great. I think it was like 1,000. I think we did it in the day before even the PO got there.
Yep.
You guys were in a mad dash, help. And we just
Yep.
printed it, got the artwork, and then said, yeah, send the PO later. Let's just get this done. So
Mhm.
yeah, we are this category. This is a good one for us. About an average is about 4 to 6 days for us to produce in Houston. Obviously, we can do rush, but we'll be very, very competitive. We're ready to go up against the big boys. No problem. All right. Does anybody have any questions on some of the highlighted capabilities that we're doing in Houston? No? Okay.
Paula's got a question.
Paula's got a question.
I just want to know, do you have neoprene can coolers? I'm on the site. I just want to make sure.
So we're not using neoprene for our standard ones. We're using a foam that we're sublimating and then putting on this. Neoprene could be ordered separate for more of a custom because it's a little bit more expensive.
Okay.
Okay. It's not saying no. We do a lot. Actually, thank you for mentioning this. 2 mentions I want to throw out there from our cut and sew division. We can go outside of the box if it's, the client really wants to. So I was doing a presentation. Customer says, hey, my client is a USA made sustainable fabric company. Are you guys open to creating some promotional products with their material? So we said, sure. After testing it to make sure our needles can go through it, and after the die cutters were no problem, now they're designing just a couple of little bags and pouches just so they can give out with their product. So, we're very open to helping you guys out there, especially if a client does come up with a challenge like that. Another cool example is a sustainable one, where this distributor has a very large company that's had years and years of compiling inventory of old polos and other shirts that have been sitting in their warehouse. So like, can we repurpose this into another promotional product rather than, buying something else and stocking? The answer is yes. So we're actually working with a distributor now and their client. They're going to send us polos and old t-shirts that we're going to cut and sew into bags and repurpose for a sustainable campaign for the company. So it's kind of cool. We're just going to figure it out and hopefully have a lot less waste for them to send out there. So you never know what can be done. But that's just it. Now, to add, I'm going to show you the next slide is from our overseas, but cut and sew is not just domestic. We do a tremendous amount overseas, which I'm going to get into next. But those are 2 cool things about our cut and sew division. Anybody else have a question? Nope. All right. Well, thank you, Paul, for reminding me. All right. Vanna, switch the page. There we go. Okay. So last year, supply chain issues that were going on. I got to tell you, custom sourcing, made to order, we were helping out everybody. We were rocking and rolling with this. And if you guys have not, Mark, is that an X-Wing fighter? What are you flying around in over there? No, I don't know. Okay. Mark, did you have a mushroom? What's going on above your head there, buddy? All right. Anyway.
That's funny.
So I thank you for that little pause. So custom made to order, I will put us up against anybody for custom sourcing. We really do a fantastic job. I used to work with Prime and I used to work with the Source Abroad team. With us, we have no real minimum threshold to not do something for overseas, because some of our categories I'm going to show you next, from like lapel pins, challenge coins, that we air in on a daily basis from our factories. We have a full-time staff in Shenzhen, China. We have a full-time staff in Bangladesh. We have a team in Vietnam, and we have a team in Mexico. So I'm going to show you guys a few case studies right now, just to show you where we helped out and where category-wise we do a fantastic job. And we're not a long wait for overseas. So I just want to point that out. So as you can see on the right side of the screen, you got pink trucker hats. The distributor basically got a screenshot from their client on their phone of a Melon brand hat. Now, the Melon brand hat is a more of a dry fit mesh trucker hat, but the pink was the same pink PMS color as the company's. They wanted more of a traditional trucker hat. Wholesalers didn't have any trucker hats in pink. We went ahead and created 5,000 custom PMS trucker hats in 25 days delivered. Super happy client, super happy distributor, and we're working more and more with them. Bucket hats. Last year, wholesalers did not have any bucket hats anywhere. We made 3,000 bucket hats in 25 days. That's actually the distributor herself wearing it in front of her delivery. Okay, so bucket hats are a nice trending item, especially during this time of year. So definitely are interested to help you guys out with that. Jerseys. If anybody here is working with softball leagues to baseball leagues, you name it, we can help you out. All different types of sports. I got a fantastic factory for our jerseys, whether it's sublimated or embroidered. That example right there. And by the way, Melissa, we'll make sure everyone gets a copy of this. Don't flip the page yet. All right. This company is in LA. They wanted to take their entire staff to the Dodgers game, and the goal was to dress them all up in a Dodgers style uniform with their company logo on the front and back, celebrating 42 years. So we did that. We produced 500 jerseys, flew it in 15 days delivered. What's also a little caveat to that is that they needed 20 different drop ships to all the offices. So the way we do overseas is all pricing will be delivered pricing to one U.S. location. What we decided to do is let's bring all the boxes. We'll have China just divide it all up, whether it was 35 for the office in San Diego and this, 50 over here and 75 there. We had them do all the heavy organizing. We brought it all to our Houston location, and that's where we drop shipped everything to save the price, save costs, and keep things nice and simple and neat. All right, so I just want to kind of throw out there for anybody with jerseys, shirts, varsity jackets. Guys, I'm doing, where's Miss Fenner there, my Philly. Anyway, I'm doing something for the Phillies right now, Andrea. We're doing it for a distributor who has. We're doing a special gift for the season ticket holders right now for the Phillies, and we're doing custom varsity jackets. A very nice order just came in. So for the varsity jackets, no wholesalers could help them out, because they didn't want to do that glossy PU leather. They wanted more distress. So we did a custom, distressed leather look on the sleeves. They didn't want to do the hard wool. They wanted to do more of a soft blend. So we customized that. We did a customized quilt. So it's a very cool order that we're doing for them. I figured you'll like that since that's your neck of the woods. And that's an order that's actually in production right now. So we're super excited for that. So guys, Cut and Sew is big with us. That's all, Andrea. Back to you. Okay. A lot of for the holidays, we did two cool orders I'd just like to show. One was, if anybody here drinks Jägermeister, not my favorite, but I love them anyway because they placed a 5,000 sublimated beanie order. It looks more like the National Lampoon's Randy Quaid when he wore that hat during the movie. It looks more like that type of beanie. So we did 5,000 of those in a real quick turnaround. And Dr. Pepper PMS custom Santa hats that we did for the Dr. Pepper Museum retail store. One, I didn't know Dr. Pepper had a museum, but now I do. So we actually did those. Okay. So those are a couple of cases there. Obviously, grocery totes we do all day long. If you don't mind flipping the page for me, Melissa. How am I on time?
You're good.
Yeah. Okay. How much more time do I got? Do I got 4 more hours? Because I can keep it going. No? Okay.
I'll yank you off stage before it gets that far.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Did Mark leave and came back? Oh, I was just kidding about his spaceship. I like that, whatever he was in there.
He's got a funny background.
Yeah. All right. So if anybody's working on plush, all right, plush is a great category for us. And we're working on some projects right now. I'm seeing at least 1 or 2 a week come across my desk, where if you guys looking for anything custom plush, we can actually do it in less than 30 days, 500 piece minimum. If the company CEO's dog is constantly in there. I mean, I'm working on one right now. It's a retirement project for a CEO who always has French bulldog there. We're actually making a French bulldog for his retirement party to give out to all the employees as a remembrance. So it's a very cute project. But anything like that, we can do totally custom. All right. So I just wanted to throw out there about plush toys. So here are the item categories we play in. As I mentioned, cut and sew for fabrics, headwear, metals are great. I'm working with culinary school right now. Distributors got them for custom spoons and certain utensils and metals. We're working with that. Bags, cosmetic bags in particular. So our factories have all the certifications that you need. One particular cosmetic company, L'Oreal, requires certain L'Oreal audited information for the factory to do anything, including like Disney and all things like that. We have it all. So we're always prepared for that. Packaging, wood, games, you name it. That's a great categories for us. Melissa, please flip the switch. All right. And again, as I mentioned earlier, small items that we do every single day, day in and day out, we air in all the time are our silicone wristbands, our lapel pins, whether it's hard or soft enamel, you name it, die struck. We do them all day long with very low minimums. You'll actually see on the site if you want it in 5, 10, or 15 days. You have all different pricing structures right there. But always send it over to me and I'll get a quote for you pretty quick. Challenge coins and medals. I'm doing a lot of challenge coins all of a sudden right now. People are starting to flock to that. I'm seeing that trend start to happen. And also, I'm going to throw this out there to you guys. If you guys have a lanyard opportunity for a trade show, throw it my way. I promise you, we're going to come in really competitive on price and super fast on production. I'm doing it right now, and we're just having a lot of success. And I'm going to shoot my dog. I'm sorry about that. He just came downstairs. All right. And also a lot of trade show and event stuff. So great categories for us from my overseas team. And just give us a shot if you have anything that you guys are working on in that category. All right. Anybody have any questions regarding our custom sourcing? No? Okay. I do want to mention this. When you do send me an email regarding a project, I will always encourage you to say, hey, can you get me a quote on this? Please make sure you put a little bit more details into that. Quantity and in-hands date. Even if you don't have an exact link, or if you can, an image, just something that my team overseas can go by, because they work during our night. I'll get you a quote the next morning. I just got to give them all the details. Otherwise, we're just going to go back and forth waiting on basic information. So please always make sure you give us a little bit more in the details so we can quote you guys correctly. But again, we have a lot of fun with this stuff. All right. All right. If no one has any questions, what's my next page? Mark, I want that screen grab over there. That looks pretty awesome. Who's that? Was he drinking? Oh, he's looking through goggles. Mark, are you drinking? No? Here. L'chaim. Okay. Okay. I bet you guys didn't expect a Zoom like this today. All right. So look, I don't want to get too far into this because, yes, I explained that we are a contract decorator, and I explained that we're a great supplier and an importer. We are in talks right now with your vendor relations team. His name is blanking out on me right now, about kind of linking together for our print-on-demand platform that we are currently running. But just to show you what we are doing, because we know the future of the industry and the future demand from customers, print-on-demand is that, okay? And what we are offering is that no inventory, zero minimum, always rush production, end-to-end fulfillment with company stores and e-commerce businesses. We're doing it right now, like with the Zazzles of the world and a couple of Shopify store managers, and it's working out great. It's a real simple system. Once an order actually comes through, after you pick a product and you drop it in the design and publish it to the store, that's really it. You guys are done. Once that order is placed by an employee or an end user, just to show you how easy this is to work, it doesn't have to have a purchase order. It doesn't have any art to approve because all that's been pre-done. And then it literally gets ordered and it shoots right to my production floor, where our production team will know exactly what that one black medium Bella Canvas shirt is. They'll know exactly what's to be printed. And then the fulfillment side will know, is it going with an additional item? Is it going with a hang tag or an insert? And is it going in a bag or a box? And it's shipping. And all this happens within 24 to 48 hour production time. There's a lot more details into that. I just kind of wanted to give you a heads up on what's coming down the road. We are working and having a conversation with the MVP team on the vendor relations side. So stay tuned for that. Okay, Melissa, next page. Okay, so that was a little bit of the Shopify on demand. coming at the end of May, hopefully into the beginning of June, we are relaunching our swag box program, and that's kits, swag boxes. That's going to be everything that's completely also automated with our print on demand, but also for regular purchase order bulking. And that's going to really help you guys out when you come up with challenges for, oh, my customer has a $50 budget. They want to put a kit together. They need 100 kits. What can I do? There's going to be about 25 already preset themed kits ready to go that we can quickly automatically fulfill in our facility. Okay. And it's going to be in boxes and you name it. So from a $25 to $300, we're setting all that up. Then on the other side of it, you can literally pick and create your own swag box where there'll be a drop down for the blanket, the sweatshirt, the drinkware, whatever it is. It'll tell you the exact size box. It's a really dynamic technology that we're plugging away at, and that is coming towards the end of May, beginning of June. So really excited for what's to come. So that's kind of it on what's launching soon. Melissa, I know I'm good on time. Flip to the last page. Ladies and gentlemen, there's my contact information. Make sure you have it. Please take my number. You have my email address. Any projects that you have, always feel free to reach out to me. All right. I'll make sure that me and my team will help you work out anything, especially on the custom side or domestic side. We got so many solutions to throw at you here to help you guys out. So please take down my contact information. Mindy has left the building. Okay. Sorry. I just love how I see that. But that's pretty much it. Okay. I'm very excited to work with you. So if you have anything exciting going on, send it my way. And that's it.
Fantastic.
2 thumbs up. Andrea, do you approve? Oh, you approved. I saw your message. Thank you. This was a lot of fun, guys. We should do it again next week.
Okay. I might be the only one on the call, but that's fine.
It's all good. It's all good. You guys can thank me with projects. That's all I ask.
Hey, you guys really came through for us on those drawstring backpacks we had to do.
Oh, yeah. Good. Cool.
That worked out great.
Good stuff. All right. You guys want to see the monster? Come here, dog. Oh, now he's running. We have a 6-month-old puppy, mini golden doodle.
Oh my God.
Come here.